Hey everyone, it's Darren. Welcome. Today's video is sort of a special celebration video. When I released this video, the channel is 6 months old. So we've released videos every week for the last 6 months and plan to keep doing so. But I thought it's time to do a new channel intro video. Some things have changed, things have stayed the same over the last 6 months. The feel of the channel has really kind of settled in. It's sort of a classroom feel, sort of a relaxed classroom feel, and that actually makes a lot of sense. I've taught a lot of computer classes over the years, and along the way, I've sort of really picked up that style. So hopefully that's working for you. Uh, I've improved the video, improved the audio, picked up a green screen back here so that you stop getting all these weird artifacts in the background all the time. So that should be let us focus a little bit more on the content, a little bit less on the weird video distractions. Uh, if we go back to the goals of the channel, those remain unchanged. I want to help you to actually use your data. I want to help you use your data to answer questions, to solve problems, to get some idea of what the trends are, where you're going into the future, and then maybe be able to change that future trajectory a little bit if you need to. Uh, that is always the goal of data. Is how do I tell what's going on in the past? How do I change what's going to happen in the future if I need to? Uh, and that's still the goal. Uh, the good news is, at this point, 6 months in, we've covered a lot of the foundational material. When I started the channel, and if you check out the original intro video, uh, I mentioned there's a problem with starting a new channel. And that is, let's say I want to teach you how to compare full-time staff and part-time staff doing dissimilar tasks, but I want to be able to objectively compare them. And you can do that. That's the good news is you can do it. The bad news is to do it, you're having to use things like standard deviations and weighted averages and this sort of stuff that I had to do videos explaining all of that stuff before I could really get into the part about how to compare those staff performances objectively. And we're getting there. We've got a lot of that done now, so we're able to move forward with a bunch of other topics that are really a lot more exciting, a lot more fun to look at. Um, so before we go into what we've got coming up here in the near and midterm future, I do want to say one of the critical things for any YouTube channel is subscribers and likes and comments. So not only do they motivate YouTube creators like me to keep making videos, if I see that a lot of people like this and people commenting about this is exactly the video that I needed to see. It also tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, this channel is pretty good. This video right here, show this to people. It's a good video. That's how YouTube knows to show this to more people. The channel will grow. And again, that's going to keep me motivated to keep going. It's going to keep more content coming your way. So please, if you're not subscribed already, please do subscribe and hit notify. Also, on videos, this video, other videos, be sure to hit like and do comment. If you especially liked the video, if you had questions, go ahead and put a comment in. If I don't answer it, one of the other viewers might answer it. I'm trying to keep an eye on it. Right now, it's not so busy, I can't. But other viewers might get to it first. And that's fine. If someone asks a question and you know the answer, by all means, feel free to go ahead and answer. One other way you can help me out to keep the channel going and keep growing is to support the channel on Patreon. I have a Patreon page at patreon.com/data analysis excellence. If you can help out there at a few bucks a month, that'd be great. I'm working on some membership premiums over at Patreon, and if you have ideas for what to do, what to offer, uh, please drop in the comments over there or on the this video here as well. Uh, so, what's coming up in the future? Well, in the future, we're going to be expanding on what we've already done. We've covered a lot of the fundamentals, as I've said, so now we can go into some more of the fun stuff. Um, what's fun about numbers? What's fun about spreadsheets? Well, the fun parts are what you can do with them. So one of the things we're going to be moving into is more about math modeling. Math modeling is a technique that lets you take, you take these numbers that you have. I know these are good, solid numbers, and you take some guesses. And yeah, that's probably okay, maybe. Uh, you put them together, and maybe with a couple of wild guesses if necessary. And believe it or not, there's actually techniques to get accurate answers. So, if you need to know, can I drive my truck across this bridge without it collapsing? Believe it or not, you don't need all the answers. You don't need all the numbers to get the right answer to that question. Uh, yeah, and it's not only practical stuff like that. There's more fun things. Something we did in a math modeling class that I had in college. What is the maximum theoretical height of King Kong? Believe it or not, you can calculate a maximum theoretical height for King Kong. And I'm going to put together a video on how to do that. And one of the ways to do that, there's actually a lot of ways to do it. And that's one of the keys with math modeling is usually there's lots of ways to get where you need to go. And they're all valid, which is the great thing about it. Um, we're going to be delving more into using your data to objectively analyze what's going on, like that employee evaluations, objectively comparing this employee that's full time to this employee that's part time to this employee that was out for 2 weeks this month. And they all have slightly different tasks. And how do you objectively compare? We're going to be getting into that as well. Um, we're going to be poking around. It's hard to not hear about election math now. We're going to be poking into some of that and looking at how the numbers actually work. We're not going to get political. Uh, that's something I don't want to do. I have political views. You have political views. Everybody has political views. But one thing I think that we can agree on is that numbers are real. And we can actually use math and use good, solid numbers to determine what is and isn't possible, what impacts this may or may not have, uh, without being political. So we're going to take a look at some of that, uh, and of course, as we continue, the whole goal of this channel from the beginning, from day one, is I want to help you to use your data, to understand your data, to answer questions, to be able to get some idea of what's happened in the past, clues on what's going to happen in the future, and maybe if you need to change the future a little bit, maybe some information on how you can go about changing that future path as well. That's been the goal from the beginning of the channel, and it remains our goal today. So thanks for sticking with the channel for the last 6 months. If you're new here, please subscribe. We're going to keep going, and hopefully the channel will just get better and better as time goes by.